body of the car is completely galvanized. The manufacturer gives a 10-year warranty against through corrosion. The body is a load-bearing steel structure. The hood is made of aluminum alloy on all modifications, regardless of engine size. Gearboxes. A new 5-speed Tiptronic gearbox with sequential shifting debuted on this generation, with manual shift keys available as an option. Along with it, a 4-speed automatic transmission could be installed on front-wheel drive models. Since the 1999 model year, only front-wheel drive modifications could optionally have a CVT, the only source not specified 314 days. Drawback was that it could not be installed on cars with a torque of more than 310 Nm. All automatic transmissions have a Dynamic Shift Program, DSP, DPR, Dynamic Control Program, for the CVT. Manual gearboxes are fully synchronized 5 or 6-speed. Safety. The basis for the safety of passengers is a solid section of the passenger compartment with certain deformation characteristics, airbags for the driver and front passenger, as well as front side airbags. Even in the basic version, side airbags for rear passengers were available as an option, as well as airbags for protecting the head during side impact. Also, in the base, are seat belt tensioners for all seats. Optionally, the ASR traction control system was installed on front-wheel drive vehicles. The EDS/EDL electronic differential lock was standardly installed on all-wheel drive modifications of the Audi A6 Quattro, which simultaneously performed the functions of a traction control system. Slippage with it is possible only for all 4 drive wheels, with slipping from 1 to 3 wheels. The system slows down the slipping wheels, optionally on front and all-wheel drive modifications, an ESP. Stability control system is installed, as well as an emergency brake booster. All models were equipped with anti-lock braking system ABS from Bosch. Engines. The model was equipped with a wide range of both gasoline and diesel engines. Available were 4-cylinder inline, 1.8 turbo and 2.0, V-shaped 6-cylinder, 2.4, 2.7 bi-turbo, 2.8 and 3.0, V-shaped 8-cylinder, 4.2, with Motronic electronic injection and ignition control. Diesel engines, inline 4-cylinder, 1.9 TDI, V-shaped 6-cylinder, 2.5 TDI. Models with front and permanent symmetrical all-wheel drive, Quattro, were produced. On all-wheel drive Quattro registered models, a torsion center differential is installed with the torque distribution of 50% to the front axle and 50% to the rear axle, and vice versa, from 75% to the front and 25% to the rear axle. The distribution of torque is instantaneous. The torsion differential is very reliable as it is a completely mechanical device that responds to torque and does not have electronic components, as a result of which it is fail-safe, unlike systems with electronic locking and torque distribution, viscous coupling, Haldex, etc. Critical to the torsion differential is the same radius of all the wheels of the car. Installing wheels with different radii leads to premature failure of the differential. Suspension. An aluminum alloy chassis, which in turn reduces the load on the suspension due to a decrease in the unsprung weight of the car. Since the 2000 model year, to further reduce the unsprung weight of the car, the steering knuckles have also been made of aluminum alloy. The front suspension is independent, multi-link, 4 levers on each side and an anti-roll bar. The myth about the unreliability of the Audi aluminum front suspension is based on the fact that the first batches of Audi A4 cars, sample 1994, body 8D, platform B5, and Audi A8, sample 1994, body 4D, platform D2, were equipped with aluminum levers with a really weak suspension. But during the modifications, this drawback was completely eliminated and does not apply to the Audi A6. In particular, during the replacement on all Audi A4 and A8, the problem front suspension arms were replaced with modified ones long ago, since only modified and reinforced arms are available as spare parts. Problem: levers had a service life of about 25, without damage in an accident. They served the entire life of the car, only rubber parts and hinges change. Suspension struts made of progressive coil springs, double-tube gas pressure shock absorbers, and oversized top mounts. The stabilizer does not participate in the direction of the wheels, but is connected to the levers through connecting rods. In early modifications, the rods had ball joints. Later they were replaced by rods with silent blocks to increase the service life. The bridge beam is attached to the body on rubber metal supports. The rear wheel suspension on front-wheel drive vehicles is semi-independent. On all-wheel drive Audi A6 Quattro, it is multi-link with anti-roll bar. Suspension elements through rubber metal bearings are hinged to an elastically mounted suspension beam, which ensures effective damping of body vibrations. Suspension of the rear suspension is carried out by coil springs and 2 shock absorbers. As an option, air suspension on all 4 wheels was available with a system for constantly maintaining the vehicle's ground clearance, similar in design to the suspension of the Audi A6 Allroad Quattro. Steering. The steering mechanism is rack and pinion type, with hydraulic boost. As an option, rack and pinion, with a gain dependent on the speed of the vehicle, servotronic. Adjustable in height and angle, safety steering column, electrically adjustable in height and angle of inclination with memory for 3 positions and binding to different ignition keys is available as an option. Brake system. The basic brake system is hydraulic, dual circuit with diagonal separation and dual booster. Anti-lock brake system, ABS, with electronic brake force distribution, EBV, and vacuum booster. Brakes, disc, ventilated on the front wheels, on versions with 2.7 bi-turbo and 4.2-liter engines with oversized ventilated brake discs, not allowing the installation of wheels less than 16 inches in diameter. Other cars can be fitted with R15 wheels. On the Audi A6 Avant, the front brake mechanisms are distinguished by a slightly larger diameter of the brake discs from the sedan body, in order to maintain the same braking distance of the heavier station wagon body compared to the sedan body. The timing of scheduled maintenance is shown by an indicator on the display, separately oil service and service inspection. Available options. As an option, a driver information system and an onboard computer are available that display instant and average fuel consumption, travel time, average speed, and possible mileage on the remaining fuel. Every 2 hours the system suggests making a halt for rest. Also available is a limit speed with 2 values. When exceeded, an audible signal sounds and a corresponding warning is displayed on the display of the driver's information system. The maximum speed is not limited in this case, but on cars with engines of 2.7 bi-turbo and 4.2 liters there is a maximum speed limit 125 miles per hour, 201 kilometers per hour for the US and Canadian markets for all vehicles. Excellent aerodynamics and the use of lightweight materials have contributed to lower fuel consumption and improved dynamics and speed performance compared to the previous generation, despite the increase in overall dimensions. The use of high-strength steel and additional protective elements, as well as the development of large deformation zones, ensured even greater safety than the previous model. The following basic options were available: for airbags, an anti-lock brake system, electric drive and automatic heating of both rear-view mirrors, electric drive of all 4-door glasses, with the safe closing function. In case of pinching, the glass automatically lowers, as well as with the auto on all doors and the function of automatically closing the windows when the car is closed. Air conditioning with separate temperature control for the left and right parts of the cabin. Recirculation and a cabin filter with a carbon filler that traps unpleasant odors and pollen. Automatically deactivated rear window heating. Electric headlight corrector, fog headlights, radio-controlled central locking, immobilizer with anti-theft system, 3-speed wiper, including an adjustable pause between cycles, 5 headrests with height and tilt adjustment, 1/3 and 2/3 split rear seat backs, with sunroof rear armrest with a protective cover for transporting long loads, 3 cup holders. A wide range of options was available as options, including up to 10 airbags with the function of deactivating the front passenger airbag, for installing a child seat in the front seat, ASR traction control, ESP stabilization system, air conditioning with automatic temperature control for the left and the right side of the passenger compartment of the Climatronic car with manual and automatic recirculation depending on the purity of the air, 6-stage heated seats, both front and rear. Electric heating of the driver's door lock cylinder, electric heating of the windshield washer jets, concert or symphony audio system, with radio and CD cassette and or CD, 8 speakers in the cabin, subwoofer, Bose audio system, CD changer, navigation system, also with large color LCD display, TV receiver, information system driver, onboard computer, tire pressure sensors, car interior trim matte high aluminum, or precious woods varnished or not, leather upholstery of seats and interior, Recaro sports seats front and rear, power seats with memory, mirrors with parking, function and memory, with reference to the position of the driver's seat and to different ignition keys, glass sunroof with Basto with integrated solar battery, 2 versions with different power, double glazing of doors, triplex, mirrors with automatic dimming when blinding the driver at the rear, gas discharge xenon and bi-xenon headlights, anti-theft system with motion sensors inside the passenger compartment and a separate siren, remote activation of the electric luggage compartment lock, headlight washer, cruise control, ISO fixed child seat anchors, child seats integrated into the rear seat, telephone, hands-free function with an integrated microphone in the front pillar, system automatic dialing to the rescue service in the event of an accident ARIAS, mesh in the luggage compartment for securing cargo, removable or fixed tow bar, alloy wheels from 15 to 18 inches in diameter, Webasto heater with remote start function from a separate remote control and activation by 2 timers, parking heater for the cooling system, home link and more. Facelift. The first facelift, restyling, of the model took place in 1999. The body structure was strengthened, the headlights, front fog lights, the shape of the rear view mirrors, the instrument panel, the clock was replaced with digital ones with a calendar, and the immobilizer were changed. 2.7 bi-turbo and 4.2L engines appeared in the model range, Euro 3, for the European market, instead of Euro 2. As an option, a variator became available for vehicles with front-wheel drive and a torque of up to 310 N*M. The second facelift of the model took place in 2001-2002 model year. The body structure was strengthened, headlights were changed, xenon or bi-xenon as an option, taillights, turn signal doubles, front and rear bumpers, exhaust pipes brought out, size of the right rear view mirror, instrument panel, brushed aluminum rings appeared as instrument dial rims, body trim instead of chrome parts, received brushed aluminum parts, climate control received an automatic recirculation function. Depending on the purity of the air, the 2.8L engine was discontinued. Instead of it, the 3.0 engine began to be produced. Other engines were slightly modernized and the power was slightly increased. The automatic transmission was modernized. The visual difference in the sport mode that appeared in the absence of 4, 3, 2 modes for the Tiptronic automatic transmission. The audio system has been upgraded. Vehicle diagnostic system via CAN bus.